Today is the day that my grandparents' trailer is going to be delivered, and it's been one hell of a morning. The one day that I'm trying to kind of get everything going and situated, I feel like the kids are kind of just out of control. Hot. Yep, hot. Hot. So I'm making him eggs, get some breakfast going. I think that will calm him down for a minute, and then I'll show you the spot that they're gonna be, and we'll go from there. So up here at the top of the driveway, we have a ton of old lumber that we're just going to move and relocate to a different area. A lot of it is scrap wood, so we just have a ton of it that is just sitting here, and this is exactly where the camper is going to be parked.
Drinking my coffee and doing my research, watching Mitch, and I'm supervisor. But I know what I did wrong.
With your poop bucket?
Yeah. What? My holes were too small at the bottom, so it's going to drain.
Oh.
It would have worked great. But it's all covered.
Shortly after the trailer ended up getting delivered, we got it all situated and put up, and then my grandparents had their first night in the trailer. So it was my grandparents' first night in their trailer, and I woke up to pump. Gosh! Water was going everywhere out of their trailer in the morning, like underneath their thing, there was water everywhere. So that happened, and then I saw my grandma and I was like, is everything okay in there? Did it flood? And she was like, no, but it's 40 degrees. So I'm grabbing them a heater, and then we should have gone over the camper first before we put them in there and made sure everything was okay. So I'm on my way to deliver their heater, walking up the hill, take a quick peek at the view and see what is going on and how their night ended up being. Because from what I've heard, it was not great, but let's get the details. So it did not rain last night. This is all the water that I was talking about that I saw pouring out from the trailer. Ooh. Is everything in here wet?
Just right over
Oh, you got your heater going?
No. Oh, you got one.
Yeah.
They got the stove on.
Oh.
But, yeah, as soon as we watch out, that might be wet.
What, this towel?
Found out what the leak was.
Okay.
So there's a filter in here,
Okay.
underneath the sink. And then when I turned the water off, didn't hear it before. As soon as I turned the water off,
And it was pouring out underneath?
there's a big crack in it. And all the water's just pouring out. That's where all that water's from.
You turned the water off?
Yes.
Okay, because I went to turn it off.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I turned the water off. That's the first thing I did.
Did you guys sleep okay?
Fucking A, no. I couldn't even straighten my legs because my
Legs were so
so
cold.
put my legs out, my feet froze.
Jeez.
Yeah, it said 42
Mm-hmm.
on that thing. I don't even know what it said.
53.
Okay, so
It's
that
warming up
helped.
outside though. Yeah, and that probably.
So let's buy some stuff, and I go, you know, I think Kayla's got 48 eggs.
I have 86 eggs. So obviously it was a pretty rough night. So I think a beer mimosa is the perfect way to get this Sunday going.
It's out there by myself.
Yeah.
I love our green path.
We walk to get the mail together, but then he leaves me for the tractor.
Let's go get a screwdriver.
ask, so what's the plan? Oh, so you just want to lay him, oh, like that. Oh, I didn't know you were going to take the other part away too.
I don't have to now after looking at it.
Because, I mean, that would keep maybe the...
I can literally just put them right over the wire.
Ooh, trip. Yeah, because then that's kind of more security for critters not coming through.
Yeah.
When we get the chickens.
So do you like that?
Yeah, I don't think that's bad.
I like how big it is.
Yeah. After thinking more about it, I didn't love the wood fence just because I felt like it was too heavy for the area. I really like to see through and be able to see the view. So this is our backyard area, and you can see that it's overgrown and there's just a ton of stuff everywhere and a lot of pine trees just growing up randomly. So we really need to clean this out and focus on maybe spreading things out and just clearing it up so you can kind of tell what's going on. One of the things we've noticed about this property is that they did spend a lot of time and money putting things together, but over the years it seems like they just kind of stopped messing around with everything and the upkeep just kind of went downhill. So one of the things we really are working on is putting things back together and giving our property some love again, cutting down everything that's overgrown and just cleaning it up. Seed planting day, and we are very late, but we are very excited. So let me take you on this journey. So I didn't get a ton of footage today of doing our seeds because it was very hectic. Doing projects with 2 babies under 2 is just not that easy. And when you really want to do something, I swear you cannot do it. But we'll get there, and we ended up getting all of our seeds planted. Now I just need to transfer them into bigger pots because they are growing like crazy. Chives? We have those in the backyard. Today it feels like we're getting caught up on chores, even though all we do is chores on the weekends, but it's fun. Mitch basically calls it an ant farm because like when you pull up to the property, you just see everyone just working in their little spots, you know? But anyway, so we're gonna get started on chores. I have to feed the put hummingbird feed in the hummingbird feeders. And then I also want to get, what else did I want to get done? Oh, I need to move my starters because they exploded. And then Mitch is gonna move my garden beds, and I already fed my sourdough, just finished pumping, time to make iced coffee. So we have a random pile of rock down here, so Mitch is using the tractor to just kind of level it all out and spread it out to make sure it's all even so we can put the planter boxes on the outside of the fence. My goal for this area down here is to expand the garden a little bit. That way there's more room. Right now we have the garden beds in the little fenced area, but I want to have a little bit more space so I can plant pumpkins as well.
Is that how?
Yeah. No, go deeper down. Because you want that,
Thanks, Briggs.
you want this as far down as possible
Okay.
in the...
Okay.
Riggs!
Thank you.
Good job, Riggs. You're so much help.
Like that much further? Or deeper?
Yeah, I mean, as deep as you can get that thing so it stands up straight. As you can tell, the plants are really leggy, very tall, and they were just trying to reach to get more sunlight. The area that we put them in just didn't have enough sunlight, even though they were under a window. So they just grew up and up and up, reaching to find that sunlight so that they could grow. So we just need to replant them and get them outside in more sunlight so they will continue to be healthy. Okay, so we're gonna make this hummingbird food, and we're just gonna do a cup of sugar with 4 cups of water. The hummingbirds were so crazy last year, so I'm excited to see them this year, but I'm also a little nervous because last year they literally would dive at your head, and when I would try and get them their food, I would go and grab the little glass things. And I swear, they didn't even want you to do it. They just wanted their food, so they'd like come and die that easy. So, but I'm hoping that they'll like their food and they're gonna come back. I feel like I need a lot more of that, so I guess we'll just make a double batch. I do 2 cups of sugar and 8 cups of water. Here's my 8 cups of water, and then we'll just do 1 more cup of sugar. And they loved my food. I mean, they had this more than I tried buying some last year, and they didn't even really want that. So let's see how they are this year. Okay, so this needs, I did lukewarm water because I want the sugar to dissolve. I don't know why I have the fanciest picture right now to fill up hummingbird feeders. I fill this up with a little bit of water and this up all the way with water, and then somehow this still ends up like needing more water. So it's very annoying. We got it. Now let's go hang them up. Okay, so this is what I mean by I fill them all the way up and then I fill the base up and they're missing still quite a bit of water. It confuses the hell out of me. How many people does it take to put up a greenhouse?
Don't start. Why didn't you save your instruction manual?
So while I was inside making dinner, everyone else was outside getting these greenhouses put up. And it was a little bit of a challenge because we didn't save our instruction manuals. So they kind of just had to look at pictures from last year and piece it together that way. If you enjoyed the madness, give this video a like, hit subscribe, and come back for next week. Because, well, let's be honest, something else is probably going to be going sideways.